can't feel my face. What am I smoking anyway? She said don't let the high go to waste. But can you taste it? Little
Hey y'all, welcome back to the tft.podcast. This is where culture meets chaos. I am your funny, fine, and freaky host, Lauren the Dom, aka the motherfucking Dom Dada. And bitch, does it feel so good to be back? Have y'all missed me? Because I've missed you, of course. You know, I can't stay away from y'all too long, okay? Y'all are my life. This is my life. This is where I belong. So, I feel good. I really do feel good. Life update, ain't shit going on. Life is actually terrible. But who fucking cares? The world is going to shit, okay? So, if you made it here today, that's all that matters. Thankful for you to be alive. I'm grateful to see you smiling, even though I really can't see you fuckers, you know? But all in all, I'm just so excited to be back, okay? We have a new show for you. We're coming to you twice a week. Yeah, bitch, you heard me, twice a week, because I just know that one just wasn't enough. You feel me? It's almost like the first time that you have sex, you finally realize, like, this shit is good, and you realize this shit is good, and you just can't get enough, okay? So, why not just fulfill all your desires and really just come back full throttle, you know? But, again, it feels good to be back. We're not going to waste time about me because it ain't shit to talk about, okay? Let's get into the real shit that y'all came here for. And, yeah, let's get into it, okay? So, speaking of being back, okay? Someone is back on our screens and apparently has a new fucking baby, all right? Congratulations, I guess, is in order to Blueface and his new girlfriend, which he, I guess, is claiming is not his girlfriend or whatever. I don't fucking know, all right? But apparently Blueface has another child on the way. Apparently he's expecting another baby boy and is naming the child Solar Porter. I believe his name is Jonathan Porter, so I don't know where Solar comes from. This is the thing about celebrities and their kids' names, right? Some of this shit actually be creative, right? Like, I know a celebrity, I believe her name is Amber and Ben is the couple on TikTok. They named their child Wild. I don't know why. I love that name for some reason. You know, like, some creative names actually work. You know, like, we used to clown fucking Kim K and Kanye for naming their child fucking Northwest, Saint, fucking Palms. You know, like, shit like that. But when you really think about it, that shit is kind of creative. But Solar, I don't know if I can get jiggy with it. I don't know if I can get jiggy with the fact that you literally have a baby, but you don't take care of the last child that you supposedly had. But now, he done came out and said that, oh, Krishan Jr. isn't his, and supposedly the real baby's father had passed away, and he was just trying to show up and do it for the plot. I'm sorry. I'm never about to show up for supposedly somebody else's child for the plot. And what is the plot exactly? Like, it's fully coming together that maybe Blueface is the problem, you know, like, but also again, I can't fault him if bitches are falling for it. Like, I really think we need to start holding people accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way that this bird-ass bitch, felt comfortable enough to literally lay down with this man and have a baby. You see how he treat his other child? And which he said is not his child? Congratulations. You know what? I can't sit here and tell somebody how to live their life because my life is shit. Okay, so congratulations. By all means, make her paper, boo-boo. Okay, another congratulations. Congratulations to Kodak, his $10 million lawsuit for the 2022 Super Bowl shooting. The charges have been dropped. I'm not going to lie, $10 million? Jesus Christ. If I'm not mistaken, it did say that the shooting occurred at a after party for Justin Bieber, or like Justin Bieber's after party, something like that in that nature. And I guess shots were fired and Kodak was a suspect or whatever. I didn't really look into the details. I just, I seen the headline and I was like, oh, this is messy, but fuck it. hey, I'm not gonna say anytime charges are dropped is a good time, because sometimes when charges are dropped, bitch, I'm gonna just keep it above. They don't need to be dropped, because a lot of you niggas be doing the shit that y'all be accused of. Let's just keep it above. You know? But hey, there's nothing else we can do about that. Again, you're free. Hopefully you stay free. I don't know what it is about Kodak. He just loves to like be on drugs or be in jail. So hopefully, you know, that's when we can come to like the middle and we just focus on the music. Okay? I don't know why Kodak Black fell off, but baby, we need you to fall back on. Okay? We need you to get it together. Okay? Just keep it a buck. Anyway, speaking of things being dropped, the Barbs, of course, are harassing Deon and dropping hate comments due to his jokes that he made about Nicki Minaj at the NAACP Awards this past week. Some comments that were made were... Some of the comments that were made, I'm not gonna lie, it's so fucking crazy to me that y'all have all of this energy to basically talk shit behind the screen. Okay? If you don't know, then now you will. Deon Cole's mother has passed away, and people were basically like, hey, go dig your fucking mama up. Okay? I seen somebody say, you better get security for your shows, hashtag Charlie Kirk soon. Okay? I also seen someone say, keep Nicki's name out your mouth before I spit on you. I would just keep it a buck. I don't know what's going on with the Barbs today. I get that y'all are going to support these bigots, but I just very much think it is funny that y'all don't see a problem in her behavior. I think it is also very funny that all of a sudden she's going to this other side because black people don't support her, they don't love her, this, that, and the third. The industry is just trying to kill her out, blah, blah, blah. Why? That is the question that I literally am trying to basically get answered, simply because why? Why would somebody want to go out their way to blackmail or blacklist Nicki Minaj? Why? Don't worry, bitch, I'll wait. Because it just doesn't make any sense. A lot of the stuff that y'all are thinking is going on, it's not really there. Because then, my thing is this. The rich want to stay rich. A lot of the shit that y'all are saying that these rich people are doing will cost them money. You think these motherfuckers want to lose money just for some shit that's going... No! No, babes. No. Okay? So that whole, like, oh, the industry is just against Nicki Minaj. No, we're against her beliefs. Just like we're against fucking R. Kelly or anybody else who's a fucking bigot in this fucking industry. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, okay? But I will say Deon Cole is better than me because, bitch, if my mama died and the motherfucker said go dig your mama up, oh, bitch, now I'm about to go find you. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. But also, it's one of those things where you really can't feed into this shit because when you're out in person or whatever, these Barbs ain't gonna say shit. And even if they do say shit, guess what? Your fave is still... like not going to be accepted. Your fave is still going to be isolated. And not only because like she doesn't control her fans, but because who wants to be around people who literally encourage their fans to basically go out their way to harass and just try to cause harm to other motherfuckers? Make it make sense, okay? So the Barbs, they need their own like mental institution because them motherfuckers are fucking delusional, okay? Clearly they ass be drunk as hell, okay? I don't get it. But anyway, speaking of being drunk, because that shit is not a good thing, all right? We had 2 stars over the weekend get arrested for DUIs. Britney Spears was arrested for one, and NBA star Deon Brooks, he plays for the Phoenix Suns. I just want to say, hey, bitch, I'm not going to say it's karma, but bitch, the way that the NBA is rigged, hey! As many times as Deon did, Mr. Brooks, you didn't cost me some parlays just because you couldn't get a point or a fucking rebound. Look, I'm glad that you're out. A lot of these, I'm not going to say a lot of these, but a lot of celebrities who literally get arrested for DUIs, they usually get out of jail probably like in a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? It is a bad thing because you can be suspended from games, whatever the case is. But I bet you this will teach you to show up for my fucking parlays, ho. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. But no, I'm glad that nobody was hurt. Everyone is safe in the situations, whether it's them or even other people. I do not understand the whole wanting to drink and drive, especially as a celebrity. Y'all literally have the money to call fucking black trucks and have your own driver. So certain shit just doesn't make sense to me. But again, thank God that they are released from jail and everything is fine. Speaking of people being released, Diddy, his release date has been moved once again. Okay, we went from like December of 2028 to June of 2028, and now here we are of April of 2028 that he is supposedly supposed to be released. I'm not here for it. Okay, I'm just keeping it a buck. All right, I'm not here for it. The whole discourse with Diddy, I've been said before, it's kind of weird because the only thing people are really focused on is, oh, Diddy is gay, Diddy is gay. What about the consent? What about the abuse? You know, like, what about the shit that actually fucking matters? Y'all literally want to pick and choose when y'all want to be mad at celebrities, and I truly, truly hate that shit. But anyway, y'all fave is going to be getting out soon. Whatever, I guess. Yay. Anyway, child, that is a fucking mess. Like, I really hate that shit. Anyway, moving on to the real messy shit. Okay, so this past week with everything that is going on, the thing that I've been looking forward to is this 50 Cent versus T.I. shit. Okay, let's just keep it a buck, right? At the end of the day, all of this started simply because T.I. said that he wanted to do a versus with 50. This is literally that's literally how this shit started. And I also truly believe that T.I. has the ability to beat 50 Cent in the verses, okay? That is something that we will leave for Friday's episode. But if you know, then you know, right? But this is the thing, right? Because it started or stemmed from that, then 50 Cent goes out his cancer ass way to literally talk shit about Tiny. What Tiny has to do with any of this? Nothing. If you must know, she has nothing to do with this. He just felt comfortable enough to post a fucking fuck ass picture of Tiny, and I just thought it was so weird. Like, what is the purpose of this? And then I realized the purpose of this was because we needed to see somebody get on his ass. Okay, I'm tired of 50 Cent, like just basically throwing rocks and then hiding his hands. Right? He literally starts shit. And because he knows that with certain people he can finish it, he trolls everybody's. And he thinks it's cool. Until you meet a motherfucker, until you meet your match, bitch. And he literally met his match. Because one thing about T.I. and his kids, one thing they don't play about Tiny. They do not play about her. And it very much shows. Because the way that King, Damani, the way everybody got on his ass, I say King and never mind, them two different people. The way that everybody got on his ass for posting that picture, literally King posted a diss track, and this is why I said, hey, if your mama, now look, for me personally, if my mama was dead and a motherfucker said go dig up your mama, that would hurt. But also you can't be mad because at the end of the day, when you arguing with a motherfucker, anything goes. Okay? Bitch, I fuck around and say, hey, go dig up your dead ass mama. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go dig her up for you and sit that bitch on my porch and we gonna have the time of our life, ho. How about that? Okay? But no. But King got on his ass and posted a diss track. Then Damani turns around and posted a fucking diss track. And it's like, I of course want to break down the diss tracks, but that is for a Friday's pod. We're just mainly talking about the messy shit here. Okay? And I think the messy shit is the fact that somebody needed to get on 50 Cent's ass. Point blank period. Somebody needed to get up in that nigga ass and give that motherfucker a cavity check or something, because who you feeling like? And now with everything that's going on, he didn't respond to none of that. Literally all of this has to do with music, and guess how he responds? With a surviving T.I. and Tiny doc, you're a messy ass bitch. Okay? And every day you prove to us why you got shot 9 times. I'm sorry, babes. You should have got a shot some more. Maybe a bullet should have went through your head a little bit in order for you to have some common sense. Because clearly, the common sense isn't fucking there. Like, you're literally... I just think that's bitch I think that's bitch shit, bro. You can't tell me a real nigga's about to sit here when the shit is supposed to be about music. You're making it about being a messy ass bitch, and that's a cancer for you. Cancers are messy ass bitches who love to pretend like, oh, I only do shit to people because they did it to no. Y'all will start shit and then love to play victim, and then that's y'all way of basically. That's your way of making sure that people know, like, oh, this person did this to me, so so how I act is justified. No, it's not, because that person didn't do shit to you. You thought they did. It's all in your fucking brain at this point. But yeah, and and I realized that the internet agrees, like, oh, 50, like the internet is starting to realize, oh, 50 Cent is a little bitch, because if he was really about it, you would just do the fucking verses. But I truly believe that 50 Cent thinks that he would lose in the verses. That's why he ain't say shit, but, oh, I'm just gonna drop a doc. Okay, whatever. Anyway, you bitch ass bitch. That's what. And I'm not gonna lie, the way that they was cutting his mama up, bitch, you should be a fucking shit. To talk about somebody else's mama when your mama is dead as hell, that's kind of crazy work to me. But hey, I'm enjoying this drama. I want to see how it goes. I think 50 Cent did respond, heavy on the quotations with the respond, because, again, we will get into the music portion on Friday's pod. This is mainly about the beef shit, and clearly 50 Cent can't handle real beef. Point blank period. The bitch is a bitch. Okay? But anyway, speaking of bitches, people are very, very upset because of the Atlanta Hawks and Magic City collaboration that is going on. People, especially a lot of NBA players, don't think that a Magic City night in Atlanta is a good representation. They think it's bad marketing for the company. And they also think it's just terrible because, oh my gosh, strippers are literally the worst thing and we're supposed to be uplifting our women. It's not. Please shut up. Okay? Everybody knows that Magic City is like the blueprint of Atlanta. Okay? I would think, even though Atlanta sometimes very much gives, oh, this is not a real place. Like, literally, this is not a fucking real place. They very much said that Magic City night or Magic City Day, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they basically said that it's just to celebrate Atlanta's culture, its music, it's everything, okay? There's no nudity involved. Motherfuckers just coming to have a good time. And yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, some players did express their concern, which, again, I understand, but it's more so like you're just going based off of the things that you know of when it comes to a strip club, right? But I would think that because they're in collaboration with the NBA, I would think that sometimes black people, we know how to act just a tad when there's kids around. That's when we know how to act. When there ain't no kids around, yeah, we can act the ass or whatever the case is. But when there's kids around, I'm pretty sure it ain't gonna be bitches shaking ass and titties just out in the open. You feel me? Like, motherfuckers is having a family day, right? That's literally all it is. You try to tell me that we can't have a fucking good ass time simply because of the preconceived notion that you have against Magic City? And then that whole, oh, we're supposed to be empowering women, this, that, and the third. I think it is very empowering for women to consent to themselves, going out on stage, having fun, shaking ass, and just doing whatever the fuck works for them. Any woman who can consent to that is empowered. I'm sorry. So yeah, the whole discourse around the Magic City night, I think is very just, again, everybody just picking and choosing when they want to be mad about some shit. Selective outrage, really, if you really think about it. But yeah, that is all that I have this week. If you really think about it, it wasn't much drama going on. But again, I am just so glad to be back. But before we get out of here, of course, like I said, we're switching things up a little bit. So before we leave out, I just want to give you all some unsolicited advice or some unsolicited info. All right. And if you did or did not know, your brain actually can't multitask. It just switches and gets worse at everything. Okay. I didn't know that, and I actually thought it was pretty funny, you know. But Anyway, that is all that I have for you. Thank you guys to my first and my last time listeners. Please make sure that you all are tuning in every Monday and Friday. All right? You don't want to miss out. Please remember to always be humble, be gracious, and be open. Maybe I will see y'all at the top because the bottom is what? Exactly. Way too fucking crowded. Bye.